Jaden Banks' philosophy on wealth. Now, this philosophy will live on forever. It will live on to serve and provide value to the world, because I'm speaking from a place of spirit. We're speaking of spiritual concepts that were made physical. We're speaking of spiritual concepts that were made material. So this is going to live on forever, because when you speak from your spirit, you're connecting to the humane version of you, which is the spirit made physical. This is just clay. This is just flesh. But when you extract from that and you connect to the higher, that's why they say higher version of yourself, higher vibration, you begin to flow, you begin to fly, or at least learn what it is to fly. And so my philosophy on wealth, you look up the definition of wealth and it will tell you a state of abundance. A state of abundance, a very rich life in possessions or money. So when we're speaking of a spiritual concept like wealth, how rich are you? How wealthy are you? How wealthy do you feel? How rich do you feel? Do you need a lot of trinkets? Do you need a lot of material possessions to feel like you are rich? To feel like you are wealthy? To feel like you can compete with other people who are quote unquote wealthy? Well, their wealth is a different definition to yours, because they don't have a family. Their wealth is being able to get up and go whenever they feel like, pay for anything, not even look at the price, not even ask for the price, travel from country to country, go to 3 countries in a week, take a private jet, converse with millionaires and billionaires of the world, CEOs, entrepreneurs, but they don't have any kids. So when they go back home and they go to their hotel, they go to their Airbnb, all they can do is speak to their assistant. It's just them. That may be their definition of wealth. But yours is what it is to have a rich life with family. Yes, the possessions. But are we adding up who has more cars than the other to succumb the definition of wealth? See how rich. Oh, how rich are you? I got 5 different 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 That's low vibrational. That's just at a low standard. But the things that are high vibrational to really connect you to the synergistic flow-like essence of what it is to be wealthy is ultimately knowing, not trusting, not believing, not having faith. That's what your flesh does. So your ego can attach to that idea that was given to you by somebody else. You don't like cantaloupes, but your next door neighbor gave you a cantaloupe, and when you cut the cantaloupe open, there's cantaloupe seeds, which you can plant into the ground, and gave you a watermelon. You can cut the watermelon open, take the seeds, and plant into your backyard. They've given you watermelon, cantaloupe for you to eat, for you to consume, as well as the seeds, and you took both without even knowing that the seeds that they planted in the fruit, they're not for you. They're detrimental to you. You didn't ask any questions. You just took their idea, took the watermelon, took the cantaloupe as a great gesture, but didn't ask any questions. What it is to be a spirit, what it is to be a human, is to ask questions and philosophize other people's mindsets. Because what it is to be a philosopher is to listen and study, be a student. Be a student of the game, be a student of the craft, be a student of the art. This is the art. It's an art form, right? what it is to create as art. And you take those practices and you make them practical. You take those practices from them. History always repeats. That's why they call it history. It's his story. Just read it, repeat it, and implement it. That's why millionaires write books, audio books, have podcasts that are 2 hours. You just are lazy. You don't have the intelligence enough and the brain capacity to sit there and watch it or read the book and really retain the knowledge from that. Turn that logical to practical. So the definition of wealth, what it is to be rich, what it is to have money flow to you. And my mom always used to ask me, why you always say it's good? Every time you always say it's good, you always say it's all right. Because it is, even when I was a kid, because it is good. We'll be all right, it's good. Even when I was a kid and she's a grown adult, worrying about responsibilities, paying the bills, recession, being a woman, black woman in the world, you know, the work-life balance. She got to juggle that while she coming home and, you know, mine's good. You're going to be good. It's good. And fast forward to today, and I'm still saying it's good. It's great. It's even better. Because to have riches, to have wealth, to have that mental capacity to understand and understand what it is to be wealthy is to know every cycle that happens. Because like I said, a philosopher is going to take those practices and make it practical. They're going to read, study, and implement into their life. And what they don't, they're going to leave the bones. To this day, we're great. We're great. Because that is freedom. That's liberation. What it is to be free. What it is to be pertinent and consistent with your liberation and freedom. And guess what? This is free from anguish, free from fear, free from anxiety, free from depression, darkness. That's what it is. We know it's there. We know it exists. You think the devil exists. I know that demonic spirits exist all around us. Religious people have a certain ideology, a certain mystic view of the devil. The devil is it's like the Illuminati. If they gave you the Illuminati and that's the quote unquote secret society, is it that much of a secret if we all know about it? Think about it. That's some middle school, grade school shit. I'm going to tell you a secret, but don't tell nobody. You already told 4 people your secret. Cat's out the bag. We know what you had. Okay? So, understanding this, understanding the quadrants, understanding the wheel, the cycles, it's all cyclical. I'm aware that there will be bad days. There will be bad mornings. There will be bad risings. There will be bad effects to my decisions. This is what I signed up for, being a spirit. This is what I signed up for, coming to planet Earth. What it is to be wealthy. And those who are highly spiritual, highly intellectually, intuitively inclined, right, with source. We are in 2024. Do not get wrapped up in the illusion of you being so spiritual to the point where you get instinctively mad at everything and everybody. Because you know, everything we do, if we were to really dissect it and look at it at a skewed angle, we know it's not right for us. We know it's not right. And it ain't righteous. And that's 2 strikes. They cause diseases, cavities in the brain. Just about everything. Wi-Fi, lights, microphones, Big Brother, phones, cellular devices, iPads, Apple. What the Apple mean? Apple in the Garden of Eden. It's all sigils. It's all signs. Like, why does the Apple logo have on the side of it, it's like it was bitten? Like, we could take anything, and I mean anything. We could do this all day. Do not let that impede you on taking that next leap to achieve that money. Do not let it impede you, because that is you being so spiritual, but yet not being magnetic. And what it is to be spiritual is to be a magnet, be creative, be an artist, be an achiever, but also be unique. Be unique. And guess what? I'm only telling you things you already knew. I'm just giving it to you in a different dosage. This is how you walk. This is how you move today. Wealthy. Very rich. You ever had a rich dark chocolate? It's almost as if it tastes sweet. For those who don't even have a sweet tooth like I do, it tastes sweet, but when you kind of take that, the first couple chews, first couple bites, it's like bitter. So it's the sweet and the bitterness that makes the dark chocolate so rich. And it connects together. That's what makes a dark chocolate healthier for you. It's giving you that chemical balance. And that's what you have to implement into your life. Every single time my mother used to ask me, why do you always say it's good? Why do you keep saying that? Now, subconsciously, she couldn't help it. She couldn't help it. And I understood it even as a kid. Like, I know, I'm aware of what she's going through. Not exactly because, I'm not stalking her while she's at work. But Ma is good. And in hindsight, I'm a grown adult, and we're speaking on that wavelength now. And she's asking me questions about my intuitions and my visions that I've seen as a kid and my dreams and stuff like that. I'm not saying that she didn't ask before, but now she gets it. She wants to get it. And I love my mama. She knows I love my mama. She gets it. That's like the student that's actually ready to learn about pain because he been through something, because she been through something. Why do I feel this way? How didn't I know? When did this happen? Did it happen the first month? And I was just too stupid to recognize? When did it happen? That's when you begin to reel back the film. That's why mentors are important. And you don't have to know them personally. 𝗬𝗏𝗘 is one of my mentors. Old, ancient Greek Stoic philosopher. Old. Love him. Love him. So, what it is to be wealthy, what it is to be rich, this is the philosophy, this is the mission. Every single day, we wake up with goals that we can't wait to accomplish. We can't wait to score, right? But when do you set the day to really score them? When do you make the time to really score them goals that you had set out in your heart? Because that mental masturbation is a mother. You get so hyped about these ideas. You get so hyped about these concepts. You can't wait to see what your body looks like, what your mind, how much money you have in your bank account all of a sudden. You want it. You desire it to happen overnight. All of your desires just keep rolling like a fruit roll up. It just keep rolling, but when are you going to stop? Stop talking about it. Stop getting off to the idea. And just accomplish. Just be. And that's why it takes you longer, because you're trying. You're working so hard to be something that you are. You're trying so hard. What did they tell us in high school? We don't like her. We don't like him. Why? Because he or she's a try-hard. Tries too hard. Want all the attention. Acting. Want to be the class clown. Trying too hard. That repels people away. But we don't listen. We don't take these social cues. We just throw them in the trash because they were being mean. They were bullying us. What it is to be nice is what it is to be a bully. What it is to be transparent and genuine is also what it is to lie. Know how to be lie. Know how to lie. That's the beauty. And these philosophies are going to carry us a very long way. And those of y'all who are in some very troubled waters, trust me, the season you are in is not going to last as long as you think. You can close your eyes for a couple extra seconds, and next thing you know, you're in a new season. So now you have to adjust, and then adjust, and then adjust. You got to adjust to the hot weather and then the cold weather. It may snow, it may be raining a lot, and then the sun is out every single day. Birds, a lot of mosquitoes, it's hot, sweating, must, odor. It's a lot. Until you really study how to operate in these seasons, how to shift in these seasons. You become adaptable. You become flexible to any weather, any season. You become adaptable. And this is what you are at your core, but your core is here. This is what you are and who you are before you are your name, before you are what they tell you. You middle class, you poor, you rich, you broke, you black, you white, you fat, you funny, you're smart, you dumb. Before they tell you those things, this is what you are and who you are. So this is what it is to be rich, what it is to be wealthy. The Philosophy by Jaden Banks.